Hi, Jim Graden here. I want to talk a little bit about our elite martial arts program. To give you just a little bit of my background, I used to have one of the largest martial arts schools in the Southeast United States. Close to 500 active members, predominantly children. Had tremendous success with that program. Put out a lot of great black belts. Focused, kind of moved away from that. Ended about actually transferring that program over to one of my top black belts and focusing on the Ultimate Body Challenge that some of you may know about, and really working on getting adults fit through martial arts and through good nutrition and exercise. Well, here it is, 6 years later. I have a 5-year-old son, and there's nothing I want him in more than a quality martial arts program. So when I came back and started looking at what was out there and what I might put my own son in, again, I'm a career martial artist, I had trouble finding a program that really suited the needs for my son. What are the things that I'm looking for? First, I want to make sure that my son has the ability to defend themselves against the bully at school. He's 5, 6 years old. He's going to be going through elementary school, middle school, high school. He's going to have to deal with aggressive children, period. Now, first of all, we want him to learn how to avoid the conflict, making sure that it's not going right to punching and kicking. That's the last thing I want. I'm not looking to create a bully. I'm looking for a child that has the confidence to walk away from negative peer pressure, and one that can say no to a bully and mean it. And if the bully doesn't take no for an answer, have the ability to defend himself. That's a #1 priority for me as a father looking for my son doing martial arts. Number 2 is, of course, developing the self-discipline and the respect of a quality martial arts program. Realize martial arts, if it's taught properly, is the only activity out there that also teaches social values. A good martial arts program is going to tie the progression of your child directly to the behavior at home, grades at school, the ability to become a leader as they get towards black belt, not just a follower, have that ability to walk away from negative peer pressure with confidence and maybe take a couple of his buddies with them. So these are the 2 elements I was looking for, and I'm sorry to say, in my opinion, at least in the Tampa Bay area, I couldn't find it. I found very traditional structured programs that were teaching old style martial arts that talked a lot about the discipline and respect, was very structured, but the techniques were so old and traditional. I knew, being a career martial artist, having gotten a 3rd-degree black belt in traditional martial arts, that was not going to be enough for him to really know how to defend themselves. I'm sorry to say, there's programs out there that are turning out black belts that give them a false sense of security in their ability to defend themselves. The techniques are outdated and old and for the most part don't work. And then you had the mixed martial arts schools that were teaching very modern, very effective martial arts, but they treated it more like a sport. In other words, my son either could become the bully at school or be training right next to the bully at school because the instructors didn't seem to care about the self-discipline, respect, and effectiveness of the program. So I said, what the heck, it's time for me to get back into teaching. I'm a 7th degree master. I'm a world kickboxing champion. I know what works in self-defense. I've also teamed up with a partner, a friend of mine, Benjamin McBride, 25-year police veteran, 10 years undercover. You talk about a man who knows what it takes to defend yourself for children and adults, how to avoid strangers, what to do if a stranger tries to take you to go look at his dog. All those things that we cover in our elite program. But at the same time, it's a very structured, disciplined program that the child's behavior and grades are directly tied to their progress. So that's our elite program. We started it right as my son turned 5, and as he's growing, the program is growing. So if you want to get involved in a program that's good enough for my son and maybe good enough for your son or daughter, please join us. Go ahead and register for one of the free classes and just come on in and take a look at what we have to offer. I think if you're looking for self-defense and you're looking for self-discipline or respect, you will not find a more quality program. I'm Jim Graden. I sure hope to see you and your family in my class.